Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, how are you? I hope you are all in good health and spirit in achieving your goals. In here, I will explain through PowerPoint about teachers, belief, and practices. Okay, let's begin. Comprehension instruction has become a major research interest in English. Reading skills are considered important for students to understand written text and improve language acquisition process, acquire language for writing and develop discussion to support their learning. Indonesia. Indonesia Indonesia students have not shown achievement in reading skill. In 2015, Indonesia was ranked 69 out of 76 countries in reading. This issue needs to be investigated if we want to improve reading. EFL stands for English as a Foreign Language. This program helps students over the age of 16 to improve their English language skills. Okay? On teaching reading EFL in senior secondary school in Indonesia for teaching effectiveness. This EFL uses self-assessment to find out students' reading problem in senior high school in Indonesia. Among the problems are students are not able to identify foreign words and predict the main ideas in several paragraphs. Shatriana proposed teaching reading in 5 senior high school in South to invite teachers to read EFL at a high school in Samarinda in Indonesia. There are internal and external factors which affect the development of the reader. Internal factor, for example, students' knowledge about the importance of reading EFL and motivation to read English text. In addition, there are several external factors that affect students' reading, such as the environment and support from those closest to them. This study aimed to identify English teachers about reading EFL and see how this EFL is applied in an Islamic secondary school environment. Okay, next, comprehension and aspect of reading comprehension. Based on the theory of behaviorism in the 1915, reading is an activity where readers can understand explanatory text about how this process occurs. In the late 1916 and 1917s, researchers began to focus more on reader fluency, which led to the development of the reader's background knowledge. These abilities are interrelated to support the reader in achieving the ultimate goal of reading, namely understanding a particular text. In addition, the amount of vocab also affect reading, because vocab result in an increase in reading comprehension. Therefore, the teacher's role is a mediator who facilitates students to carry out activities that help them understand the text. Okay? In such a process, reader uses his knowledge of the word knowledge. Teachers are expected to work optimal between the background knowledge assumed by the text read by students are background knowledge possessed by students. And in Indonesia, the problem faced by high school students in Indonesia is reading narratives. There are two categories of readers, good readers and bad readers. Both groups of students have similarity and difference in reading. Understanding consists of several aspects of learning, including behavior, knowledge, and learning environment, teacher participation, and strategies. Classroom interaction and condition, group learning, individual learning, think in English, and evaluation. This study led to an increase in achievement in reading after it was applied. The teachers believe reading is the most important skill in teaching English. Up to 70% of classroom teaching is in the form of teaching reading. This is an important thing that must be mastered by students living in rural areas. Of the total 6 hours of teaching English in schools, perhaps 75% of them are for teaching reading. Teachers believe that reading should be focused in their schools. The reason is the importance of mastering reading skills and preparing for final exams. The result of the discussion is that the teachers believe in the importance of teaching reading as the main goal of language teaching, and teachers believe their job is to facilitate the best for their students. Most of most of the students find it difficult to understand the text because their vocab is limited. This problem requires innovation in teaching reading to support teachers in developing students' vocab. Apart from this problem, the teacher explained that their understanding of how to teach was still limited. Attractive teaching method can reduce their interest in reading, so it is necessary to use material that is interesting for students, especially for students at madrasah ibtidaiyah. Sometimes it is more appropriate to use text with certain religious content and context. Okay, next, the teacher's practice in teaching reading in the classroom. Teacher usually use methods such as find main idea, explain purpose of text, and explain meaning perhaps in the text. Teacher as a student to read entire to find main idea and answer question related to the reading. All these issues require attention from teachers' education program to support teachers in improving their reading teaching. Okay, the last, calculation and implication. The teacher only tests the students' reading ability instead of teaching them. The teacher asks students to complete exercise on the content of the reading text. Okay, this finding needing improvement in the teaching of reading carried out in Islamic secondary school. For this reason, it is necessary to develop a reading teaching model that can effectively develop students' reading skill. Okay, thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.